Hello and welcome, it's Professor Flicker here, and today I'm kicking off my new series in which I'll be playing a game called Project Zomboid. This is a third-person zombie survival game that I'll be trying out solo. I decided to play in a scenario of 1 week later on a normal difficulty setting, as this is only my second time playing the game. I gave my character a generic name of Hugh Janus, messed around with some of the customization settings for a bit, and then chose my traits. Going for an occupation of unemployed allows you to choose your own traits, and so I went for cat size and stout. And now that the scene is set, let's see how I guess on, surviving in a town called Riverside. Okay, so this is your starting house. This is the only house... What on earth? I have never had that before. So, after hearing that sound and considering the fact that the house you start in is the only place that's guaranteed to be zombie free, my first priority was to find a weapon and something to carry my stuff in. Unfortunately, I soon discovered there was absolutely nothing in this place, so I resorted to raiding the bins. Garbage bags are useful for making rain collectors. I think you need 5. And then your character gets bored, so magazines will help delay boredom. And brilliantly, we have managed to find a hiking bag. The hiking bag is the best bag in the game, and this house produced another wonder for me. Oh yes. Oh yes. The axe is the best blunt weapon in the game. However, I decided to equip a butter knife as my primary weapon, as sharp weapons allow you to get one-shot kills. My next priority was to find a base of operations. Although it was very tempting to stay the night in the creepy old chapel next to the graveyard, I decided to take the house next door. Whilst clearing out the occupants of the house, I decided to show off the butter knife's ability of getting one-shot kills versus the axe. And if you sneak up on someone from behind, you can get like right up to them. Or, okay, fine, we can just do that. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, so this is where you want to equip your axe in both hands. Whoa, there you go. Having claimed the house as my own, I began to unpack my things and put up sheets in all the windows to block out the light. If zombies can't see you, then they're less likely to come for you. I also decided to create some medical supplies, which is when I had a slight accident. Underwear, this is going to sound gross, but you actually just want to rip it up into bandages. So that can go in the medical section. Hold up. What we're doing is the sheet. No, don't. No. Oh, hold on. No. Hold up. Hold up. No. Put in container. Stop. No. Oh. As it turns out, if you press rip all, it doesn't just rip all of the underwear, but also everything else in your inventory that you want to use for other things. I then decided to go and see how my new neighbours were doing during the apocalypse. And off we go. Merry adventure to next door's house with an axe. I wouldn't recommend this way of greeting your neighbours, okay? Don't travel there with an axe and steal their stuff. That's not how you should do it, okay? Yeah, this is not socially acceptable in normal society. Close the door behind us, you know. Beat your neighbours with an axe, make sure to shut the door behind you. All of these standards. Any clothing you want to take, and then you literally just rip it up into bandages if you already have it. You want to make sure you have a winter coat on you though, because... Woo! Okay, they're just chilling. She's not anymore. Well, I've just managed to make this mirror look far better. Every time you look in the morning, you now have a reflection of blood and other stuff. Slowly move over. Get behind him, right up in his face. And it just doesn't work, but, you know. Home. Wow, this guy was one pretty upkept zombie over there. You know, I am still in this guy's neighborhood, so technically, he's killing all his neighbors right now. For example, this guy over here, right? This is his mate Clive. But he stabbed Clive twice in the face and then stole his painkillers. Which means that that guy died in utter agony because, you know, he couldn't take his painkillers because this guy just took them. And then, not only that, he went to his fridge and then he ate all his stuff in his fridge. He then took his water bottle and worse than that, he stole his spoon and the man's whiskey that he's going to go and drink in his bedroom. Disgraceful. That is... Guys, don't do this to your friends. Never know when you might need a bit of makeup. You know, gotta look good for those zombies out there. Having said that, you probably want to look worse, because then they're less likely to go for you first, you know? It's time to kill some more of my neighbours. This guy. Let's get stabbed in the back. Right in the backside. Oh, and Emma's going to steal his credit card. Look at that. Eugenus has stabbed someone right in the backside and stole his credit card. Exploration complete. I came home, made myself a nice cup of tea, and then read Carpentry for Beginners. For the next, 6 hours. Even though it does take a long time, reading books is a great way to level up skills in Project Zomboid. Before attempting a task, always read the relevant book of beginner level. Another great way to level up carpentry is to disassemble master beds. Now, what some of you might have noticed is that I haven't yet explored the shed at the end of the graveyard, and that's because it's a really bad idea, which is why I did it anyway. Yeah, we're just gonna run over all the graves, and then rob the pastor's house. A hunting night. Okay, hold up. We are in a graveyard. There is a chapel just down the road, and what do we find stashed in the shed? A hunting knife. Wow. Okay. Well, they don't call me the detective for nothing. Having solved the case of the pastor who was murdering his congregation and then burying him in the graveyard outside, I had two options. Go to the police and report it, or keep it to myself. Considering the fact that I was on the run for murdering many of my close friends and then stealing their stuff, I decided to make sure my house was in order before heading out of town. I've ordered the cupboards in my house to all hold different things. In here, I have my gardening things, and on the shelf below are all of my books. The bedroom holds guns, cigarettes, and alcohol. Guys, I'm adding whiskey to the collection. The fridge has fresh food. Next to the fridge is clothing. The cupboard next to the oven has building supplies. Under the sink we have pens, as the game felt the need to distinguish between a red pen and a blue pen. We also have Clive's spoon and other possessions in there. And on the end of the row are non-perishables. In the bathroom are weapons. If you haven't seen someone use a mop as a weapon, where have you been? And medical supplies. Outside we have the rubbish dump, and also a decomposing zombie pile out the front as a warning to passers-by. In terms of some tips for making a base, put up sheets in all the windows that I've already said, but also barricade your windows with planks. This will make it harder for zombies to break in. Also, mop up the blood of dead zombies around your house with bleach, otherwise this can affect your character. Guns, alcohol, and mopping. Guys, who wouldn't want this? Once my house was all in order, and my character was feeling tired, I decided that now would be a great time to do some exploring. After travelling along this road, I came to this mysterious house in the woods where I planned to stay the night. Go in this place. You know there's someone in here who needs taken out. Whoa! Wow, I think that was a sister who just came in there. Okay. And this is where I'm going to end today's video, sleeping in this old, creepy house. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you have any questions or anything that you'd like to say about the video, post them in the comments section down below. That's all from me today, and I'll see you next time, surviving the zombie apocalypse.